Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Daniel, and I am really happy you are here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I am Sarah. Thank you for spending your time with us. We hope you are feeling comfortable and ready to listen.
Today, Sarah and I are going to talk about something we all do every single day. We are going to talk about our daily routines, the things we do from morning until night.
Yes, exactly. We want to share how we spend our days, what we do when we wake up, what we do at work, and how we end our evenings. We will speak naturally, just like friends talking together.
And while you listen, you will hear many useful words and phrases that English speakers use every day. You do not need to write anything down right now. Just listen and enjoy.
So let us start from the very beginning. Daniel, tell me, what time do you usually wake up in the morning?
I usually wake up at 6 o'clock. My alarm goes off at 6, and I try to get out of bed immediately. I do not like staying in bed too long because it makes me feel more tired.
That is interesting. I wake up at 6:30. I set my alarm for 6:30, and when it rings, I turn it off and sit up slowly. I need a few minutes before I stand up.
I understand. Some people need time to wake up fully. Do you feel sleepy when you first open your eyes?
Yes, definitely. I feel very sleepy at first. My eyes feel heavy, and I want to close them again. But after a few minutes, I feel better. What about you? Do you feel fresh in the morning?
Not really. I feel tired when I wake up, but I know if I get out of bed quickly, I will wake up faster. So I stand up, stretch my arms, and walk to the bathroom.
That is a good idea. I also go to the bathroom right away. I wash my face with cold water. The cold water helps me feel more awake.
Yes, I do the same thing. I wash my face with cold water and then I brush my teeth. After that, I feel much more awake and ready to start the day.
I brush my teeth too, of course. Then I make my bed. I always make my bed every morning. It makes my room look neat and organized.
I make my bed most mornings, but sometimes I forget. I think it is a good habit though. It helps you feel like your day has started properly.
Exactly. After I make my bed, I open the curtains and let the light come in. I like natural light in the morning. It makes me feel more positive.
That is nice. I also open my curtains. Sometimes the sky is still dark, especially in winter, but I open them anyway. I like to see the world outside.
Me too. So, Daniel, what do you do after you finish in the bathroom? Do you take a shower in the morning?
Yes, I take a shower every morning. I cannot start my day without a shower. The warm water helps me feel relaxed and clean. I usually spend about 10 minutes in the shower.
I take a shower in the morning too, but sometimes I take it in the evening instead. It depends on how I feel. In the morning, I prefer a quick shower, maybe 5 or 7 minutes.
That makes sense. After my shower, I dry myself with a towel and then I choose my clothes for the day. I usually pick something simple and comfortable.
I also choose my clothes carefully. I open my closet and look at what I have. Sometimes I decide quickly, and sometimes I take more time because I want to wear something nice.
I think many people spend time choosing their clothes. It is normal. Do you plan your clothes the night before or do you choose them in the morning?
I choose them in the morning. I like to see how I feel that day before I decide what to wear. If I feel happy, I might choose bright colors. If I feel calm, I choose something more neutral.
That is a thoughtful way to do it. I usually wear dark colors like blue or black because they are easy to match. I do not think too much about it.
That is practical. After you get dressed, what do you do next? Do you eat breakfast right away?
Yes, I go to the kitchen and prepare breakfast. I always eat breakfast because it gives me energy for the day. I usually eat something simple like toast with butter or sometimes cereal with milk.
I eat breakfast too, but I prefer something light. I often eat yogurt with fruit or maybe a banana. Sometimes I drink a cup of tea with a small piece of bread.
Tea is good in the morning. I drink coffee. I make a cup of coffee every single morning. I cannot start my day without it. The smell of coffee makes me feel awake.
I understand. Many people love their morning coffee. I drink tea because I find it more gentle. I like chamomile tea or green tea.
That sounds nice and calming. While I drink my coffee, I usually check the time. I look at my phone or the clock on the wall to make sure I am not late.
I do the same. I check the time often in the morning because I do not want to rush. I like to have enough time for everything.
Exactly. A calm morning is better than a rushed morning. When you rush, you forget things or feel stressed.
That is so true. I remember mornings when I woke up late and I had to rush. I did not eat breakfast properly. I did not choose my clothes carefully, and I felt anxious all morning.
Yes, I have had mornings like that too. Now I try to wake up early enough so I have time for everything. It makes the whole day feel better.
I agree completely. So after you finish breakfast, what do you do? Do you leave the house immediately?
Almost. First, I put my dishes in the sink. I do not wash them right away, but I rinse them quickly. Then I check that I have everything I need. I check for my keys, my wallet, and my phone.
I do the same thing. I always check for my keys and my phone. I also check my bag to make sure I have everything for work. Then I put on my shoes.
Yes, putting on shoes is the last thing I do before I leave. I wear comfortable shoes because I walk a lot during the day.
Me too. Comfortable shoes are very important. After I put on my shoes, I grab my jacket if the weather is cold, and then I open the door.
And then you lock the door behind you, right?
Yes, always. I lock the door and check it twice to make sure it is really locked. I do not want to worry about it during the day.
That is a good habit. I lock my door and then I leave the building. I walk down the stairs or take the elevator, depending on where I live.
I take the stairs most of the time because it is good exercise. When I step outside, I notice the weather. Is it sunny? Is it cold? Is it raining?
Yes, the weather affects how I feel. If it is sunny, I feel happy and energetic. If it is rainy, I feel a little slower, but I do not mind. I like rain sometimes.
I like sunny mornings the best. The light makes everything look fresh and new. So, Daniel, how do you get to work? Do you drive or do you take public transport?
I take the bus. I walk to the bus stop, which takes about 5 minutes. Then I wait for the bus. Sometimes it comes quickly, and sometimes I wait a little longer.
I also take the bus. I like sitting by the window and looking outside. I see other people going to work. I see shops opening, and I see the city waking up.
That is a nice way to describe it. The city waking up. In the morning, the streets are busy. There are many cars, many people walking, and everyone seems to be in a hurry.
Yes, the morning rush is very common. I see people carrying coffee cups, talking on their phones, and walking fast. Everyone has somewhere to be.
Exactly. I also see children going to school with their parents. They wear their backpacks and look sleepy. It reminds me of when I was young.
That is sweet. I see children too. Some of them look excited and some of them look tired. During the bus ride, do you listen to anything or do you just sit quietly?
Sometimes I listen to music on my phone. I put in my earphones and listen to something calm. Other times, I just look out the window and think.
I do the same. Sometimes I listen to a podcast or music. Other times, I just enjoy the silence and watch the world go by.
The bus ride usually takes about 20 minutes. When I arrive at my stop, I get off and walk to my office. The office is only 2 minutes away from the bus stop.
That is convenient. My office is also close to the bus stop. I walk there quickly, and when I arrive, I feel ready to start working.
So, Sarah, what do you do when you first arrive at work? Do you greet your coworkers?
Yes, I always say good morning to the people I see. I smile and say hello. It is polite and it makes the atmosphere friendly.
I do the same. I greet my coworkers and ask how they are. Sometimes we talk for a minute or two, and then we go to our desks.
Yes, exactly. I go to my desk, I turn on my computer, and I check my emails. That is the first thing I do every day.
I also check my emails first. I read them carefully and see what tasks I need to do. Sometimes there are many emails, and sometimes there are only a few.
After I check my emails, I make a list of things I need to do that day. I write down the most important tasks first.
That is a smart way to organize your day. I try to do the same. I focus on the most important work first, and then I move to smaller tasks.
Yes, it helps me stay organized. I usually work for 2 or 3 hours in the morning without stopping. I focus on my tasks and try not to get distracted.
I also focus in the morning. The morning is when I feel most productive. My mind is clear, and I can think better.
I agree. The morning is the best time for difficult work. After a few hours, I start to feel a little tired, so I take a short break.
Yes, breaks are important. I usually take a break around 10 or 10:30. I stand up, stretch, and walk around for a few minutes.
I do the same. I walk to the window and look outside. Sometimes I go to the kitchen and make a cup of tea.
That is a good idea. I also drink water during my break. Staying hydrated helps me stay focused.
Absolutely. After my break, I go back to my desk and continue working. I work until lunchtime.
Yes, lunchtime is usually around 12 or 12:30 for me. What do you usually do for lunch, Sarah?
I usually bring lunch from home. I prepare it the night before. I bring a sandwich, some fruit, and maybe a salad. I eat at my desk or in the break room.
I sometimes bring lunch too, but other times I buy something from a nearby restaurant or cafe. It depends on how much time I have.
That makes sense. Do you eat quickly or do you take your time?
I try to take my time. I think it is important to enjoy your lunch and not rush. I usually spend about 30 minutes eating.
I do the same. I eat slowly and try to relax. Sometimes I talk to my coworkers during lunch. We talk about work or we talk about other things like movies or hobbies.
That is nice. Talking to coworkers makes lunch more enjoyable. It is a good way to take your mind off work for a little while.
Yes, exactly. After lunch, I feel refreshed and ready to work again. Do you feel the same way?
Sometimes yes, but sometimes I feel a little sleepy after lunch. I think it is because my body is digesting the food.
That happens to me too. When I feel sleepy, I drink some water or walk around for a minute. It helps me wake up.
That is a good strategy. After lunch, I go back to my desk and continue my work. The afternoon is usually busy for me.
The afternoon is busy for me too. I finish the tasks I started in the morning, and I also attend meetings. Do you have meetings in the afternoon?
Yes, sometimes. I have meetings with my team or with my manager. We discuss projects and share ideas.
Meetings are important, but sometimes they take a lot of time. After meetings, I return to my desk and finish my work.
Yes, I do the same. I try to finish everything before the end of the day. I do not like leaving tasks unfinished.
I agree. I feel better when I complete my work. As the afternoon goes on, I start to watch the time. I look at the clock and see how many hours are left.
I do that too. Around 4 or 5 o'clock, I start to feel tired. My eyes feel heavy and I want to rest.
Yes, the end of the day can be tiring, but I push through and finish my tasks. Finally, when it is time to leave, I feel relieved.
Me too. I turn off my computer, I organize my desk, and I say goodbye to my coworkers.
I do the same. I pack my bag, I put on my jacket, and I leave the office. When I step outside, I feel happy that the workday is over.
Yes, that feeling is wonderful. The evening air feels different. It is cooler and the light is softer. I walk to the bus stop and wait for the bus.
I also take the bus home. During the ride, I feel relaxed. I do not think about work anymore. I just look out the window and enjoy the ride.
The ride home is more peaceful than the ride to work. There are still many people, but the energy feels different. Everyone is going home, just like me.
Yes, I notice that too. When I arrive at my stop, I get off and walk home. The walk is short and I enjoy it. I see my neighborhood, I see familiar places, and I feel comfortable.
I feel the same way. When I arrive home, I unlock the door and step inside. The first thing I do is take off my shoes.
I do that too. Taking off my shoes makes me feel like I am truly home. Then I put down my bag and change into comfortable clothes.
Yes, changing clothes is very important. I put on something soft and loose. I want to feel relaxed.
Me too. After I change, I go to the kitchen and think about dinner. Sometimes I cook and sometimes I eat something simple.
I also cook dinner most evenings. I like cooking because it helps me relax. I chop vegetables, I cook rice or pasta, and I enjoy the process.
That is nice. Cooking can be very calming. I also enjoy it. Sometimes I cook something quick, like a stir fry or a soup.
Those are good choices. After I cook, I sit down and eat. I eat slowly and enjoy the food. Sometimes I watch television while I eat.
I do that sometimes too. I watch a show or a movie or I listen to music. It makes dinner more enjoyable.
After dinner, I clean the dishes. I do not like leaving them in the sink. I wash them with soap and water and I dry them.
I also clean the dishes right away. It feels good to have a clean kitchen. After that, I have free time. I can do whatever I want.
Yes, the evening is my personal time. Sometimes I read a book, sometimes I talk to friends or family, and sometimes I just relax on the sofa.
I like to read too. I also watch videos online or listen to podcasts. The evening is when I feel most free.
Exactly. There is no pressure, no deadlines. I can just enjoy my time. As the evening goes on, I start to feel sleepy.
Me too. Around 9 or 10 o'clock, I start to prepare for bed. I brush my teeth again, I wash my face, and I change into my pajamas.
I do the same. I also set my alarm for the next morning. I make sure it is set for 6 o'clock so I can wake up on time.
I set my alarm too. Then I turn off the lights, I get into bed, and I close my eyes.
Yes, getting into bed feels wonderful after a long day. I lie down, I pull the blanket over me, and I think about the day.
I also think about the day. I think about what I did, what went well, and what I can do better tomorrow.
That is a peaceful way to end the day. Then I fall asleep, and the whole cycle begins again the next morning.
Yes, that is the beauty of daily routines. We do similar things every day, and that gives our lives structure and comfort.
Exactly. Routines help us feel organized and calm. Even when the day is difficult, having a routine makes it easier.
I agree. Our routines are different in some ways, but they are also similar. We both wake up, we both go to work, we both come home and relax.
Yes, and that is something we share with people all around the world. Everyone has a daily routine. The details may be different, but the basic pattern is the same.
That is a beautiful thought. Our daily lives connect us to others, even if we do not realize it.
Absolutely. And by talking about our routines today, we hope you have learned some useful words and phrases. We hope you feel more comfortable listening to English.
Yes, listening is one of the best ways to learn. The more you listen, the more familiar the language becomes.
So keep listening, keep practicing, and do not worry if you do not understand everything at first. Learning takes time.
That is right. Be patient with yourself. Every day you listen, you improve a little more.
Thank you so much for listening to us today. We really enjoyed sharing our daily routines with you.
Yes, thank you for your time and attention. We hope this was helpful and enjoyable for you.
We hope you have a wonderful day, and we hope you continue learning and growing.
Take care, and we wish you all the best on your English learning journey.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, and see you next time.